Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a review on some new Milani products that just hit Ulta. So a lot of the products, I think all of them, pretty much all of them are from their new Supercharged collection. So I picked up a couple that really intrigued me. So I wanted to kind of go through them. I've been testing them out. Wanted to show you an application of the Tinted Moisturizer so you can see how that applies, what the coverage is, that sort of thing. But also wanted to give you a quick review on some of the other products that I picked up, what my thoughts were, and if I would recommend them. So stay tuned. So let's go ahead and start with the Milani Glow Drops. So I have been using this both with the Tinted Moisturizer that I'm going to be reviewing, but I've also have been using it with other foundations, and I actually really like it. So it kind of looks like this. It's got kind of a pinkish kind of hue to it, and you can see that luminosity automatically like just being applied to my skin. It feels really good. It doesn't have a silicone kind of feeling to it, so it doesn't make your skin feel like super smooth or soft, but it just kind of sinks in and it just looks really pretty. Obviously my face, like I have the most sensitive skin, so as soon as I touch my face, it turns red. So that's just what I have to deal with. One thing that I try to do is when I introduce any new skincare or foundation product or like a primer, I try to use one thing at a time, because if I start trying everything all at once and I start to break out, I don't know what product to attribute it to. I started using this first with a previous foundation and kind of mixed it up to see, you know, just kind of the mattes, different formulas, mousse-like formulas, and every foundation that I've tried, this has worked perfectly with it. It gives a really pretty glow and just doesn't interfere with any of the mascaras. It just really has done well. So this little bad boy retails for $19.99 at Ulta, and what it claims is it's supposed to help your skin look fresh, hydrated, and ultra dewy, which everything that it says that it's supposed to do, it really does. The one thing it says that it's ultra hydrating, I don't notice any difference with when I was using it with different foundations that my face felt any more hydrated, but it definitely did look luminous. And all the foundations that I tried, it did kind of that luminosity peaked from underneath. So I've been incorporating this. I will continue to use this no matter what foundation I use. So let's go ahead and get to the Tinted Moisturizer. So I just realized that I did not have the price on the sheet, so I'll put it on the screen. But this basically is supposed to be a hydrating skin tint. I did get it in the medium or 210 light to medium. I'll be honest with you, I have no idea why I got it in that color, because I'm not medium by any means. And that's the one con that I had of this foundation or this tinted moisturizer, was it was a little bit too dark for my skin tone, but obviously that's my fault. So I think they do have a lower one, one that's a little bit lighter, and that should have been the one that I got, but I wanted to show you kind of the application, and it's really not like horrible. So I've just been using my Jaclyn Hill JH03 foundation brush. It really needs to be clean, so don't judge me. But I find that it works just fine doing this. One thing that I like about this tinted moisturizer is it does do a really good job of hydrating, but it doesn't promise more than what it says it's going to. I like the fact that yes, it's just a tinted moisturizer. It doesn't offer a lot of coverage, but I like the way it feels on my skin. I like the fact that it does even out. To me, the tinted moisturizers that I've had in the past really haven't given me any coverage, and I feel like this one does a decent job. I mean, obviously, well, I didn't put any under my under eyes, but you can still see my circles or whatever. But for the most part, my skin looks somewhat even. That is the one thing that I have to say about this tinted moisturizer is in person, it looks really pretty. I don't think that it picks up well on the screen, as you'll probably notice. I mean, you can't see me in person, so you don't know, but take my word for it. When I look in the mirror, when I'm looking at myself, it does look really pretty. It looks dewy and it looks like my skin. It doesn't look like I'm trying to hide anything, but it does look fresh and dewy and luminous and really nice. And what I've been doing is I've been using this on the weekends when I'm just going to Kroger, I'm just running a couple errands, and that you saw was just one application. So nothing but good things to say about this. I definitely will be picking up this in the lighter version because I think that I will like that color a little bit better. But to be completely honest with you, even this color, it's not too bad off. Like if I started putting bronzer on and everything, I think it would be too much, but this hasn't been my go-to for like that elaborate look. This is just my weekend thing. But I do feel like it really does hydrate. Even when I press my face, it's not super, super uncomfortable. It's not super, super sticky. I cannot set my face because I have such dry skin. So it's one of those tinted moisturizers that I feel does dry down and it's not sticky throughout the day. So really like this if you're just looking for that tinted moisturizer, not a lot of coverage, something that's luminous, hydrating, and just gives you a little bit of coverage, definitely would check this out. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish my makeup and then I'll come back and tell you about the other products that I picked up, whether they work for me and if I would recommend them. So just a second. Got my face on, so now I can go through the rest of the product. So the first one is this bad boy. This is the Brightening Prep Mask, and I guess this is in their new Supercharged collection. This retails for $14.99 at Ulta. It claims that it's supposed to energize your skin to reveal a smooth and radiant complexion. And you're supposed to be able to rinse away dull, fatigued skin and gently exfoliate to bring a post-facial glow at home. So I've been using this, as I've said in all my videos, when I try out new products, I like to try one product at a time and then use it for a little bit and then introduce a new product. And that way, if I do have any breakouts, I know what product caused it and I can give that review or I can stop using it. So I started using this face mask before I used any of the other Milani stuff just to make sure that it didn't cause any bad reaction to my skin. So I actually really, really like this stuff. What I've been using it for, it says that you should only use it 1 to 2 times per week, and that's what I've been doing. It's been about, twice a week I've been doing it. What I love it for is on the mornings that I'm not rushing to get around, I will go ahead and get out of the shower, I'll put the mask on, I'll usually do my hair or I'll do like a load of laundry or whatever, and then I'll leave it on. I think you're supposed to leave it on for 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 to 15 minutes. And it's one of those masks that it's gonna harden. So after a while you're like, like a mummy or whatever. So I'll end up doing other stuff. And then that way when it's done, or when it's done hardening and the time is up, then I will wash it off. And what I found is it gives you the prettiest, radiant looking skin, and it's just awesome for applying makeup. So on the days that I do this, I don't even waste it at night because I want that fresh, glowy look or whatever. So I've been doing it in the morning prior to makeup, and my makeup has gone on so smooth. My skin looks so radiant. The only con that I have about this is the fact that when you do put it on, there is a mild, fairly strong burning sensation until the mask starts to harden. Once the mask starts hardening or whatever, which is probably about 5 minutes into it, it's fine, but the first couple minutes are pretty extreme, to the point when I first used it, I thought for sure that once I took everything off, that my face was going to look like it had just been burned, because the burning sensation was, it's pretty severe. Luckily, when I take it off, there is no redness. My skin actually looks really, really pretty without any redness, which is saying a lot, because you guys saw my face when I was just moving, mixing the glow drops in or whatever. It turns red at any moment. So the fact that it did not turn red on this, kudos to that. Just leaves your skin really, really pretty, but it is a very mild to extreme burning sensation. I know people are gonna be like, well, why would you put something on your skin? Burning's not good, whatever. But it just leaves my skin feeling really, really good. Like my skin feels healthy afterwards, and it's a couple minutes of a burning sensation and then it goes away. When I first used it, I thought that I was gonna be disappointed because it is a mask, it does harden. And when you go to wipe it off, there are little pieces in it that help exfoliate your skin. Well, those pieces are not like a sugar scrub or any like a microdermabrasion where you can really feel your skin getting, brushed off or whatever. It's more of a gentle exfoliation, which I thought for sure, I was like, it's not gonna do anything. But when I took it off, I was so surprised at how radiant my skin looked. And with just the little gentle exfoliation, how pretty it really looks. So I really, really like it. For $14.99, I think it's a good price point for a mask. Like I said, I've been using it for probably almost a month now. So 2 times a week for 4 weeks now. And I still have a pretty decent amount. I just put kind of a light layer around here, and then I will put a thicker layer on my T-zone because that's the area that I get the most dry, and that's where I want the most exfoliation, but definitely would recommend this. So the other things that I picked up in the new collection are these brightening under eye tints. So I got one in 110 pink rose, and this one is in 120 peach. So these retail at Ulta for $8.99 each. There are 3 color options. I don't know what the other third one was, but this one, the peach, I thought would be good for my under eyes. And then this one, the peach, almost looks like skin. Like there really isn't, let me show you. So that is the pink one. That is the 110 pink rose. You can kind of see that is just kind of the consistency. And then this one is the 120 peach. And you can see it does have a slight peach undertone to it, but it's more like concealer base or whatever. So what I was trying to do when I was working through it is I would first use this as a under eye tint, but then I would go in with my regular concealer, and then I would use these both together. I've used them separately. Here's the problem I have with this. It says that it's supposed to instantly color correct and illuminate your under eye. It has color correcting pigments in them, and there's microfine pearls that I guess give you that luminosity. It's supposed to brighten dark circles. It's supposed to hydrate your eyes, all that stuff. The problem I have with these is they are not pigmented at all. So just the color correction, I would have to put a lot of product on just to even brighten up that area, because the formula it's just not very thick. I mean, you can see here, I mean, it just kind of goes into your skin and it brightens up a little bit, but it doesn't really color correct. It doesn't really cancel out. And I have very dark eye circles, so I'm looking for something that really does cancel out, and then I can go in with my concealer. I did not find, like, it's really pretty and I think it really brightens the area, but it doesn't correct those dark eye circles. It doesn't cancel them out where it's just flawless underneath. You can still see them. And even the peach one, like that one's a little bit darker. The formula is just too watery. It's just not pigmented enough for me. I did not feel like these worked at all, and definitely are not something that I would recommend. I think they were kind of a waste. So that is it. That is my Milani new products review. Found some good ones. Definitely excited about the mask. Really, really like the Tinted Moisturizer. I keep looking in the mirror because it does, here in the camera, it does pick up my redness just a little bit. But when I look in the camera or in the mirror, I'm like, oh, it looks so pretty. It just really is just a really pretty natural everyday kind of look, and it really cancels everything out. So definitely found some winners. Not a big fan about the under eye tints, but if you have ever, or if you try these products, or if you've ever tried these products, please leave your comments below. Let other viewers know what you thought about it. Obviously, this is what worked for me or what didn't work for me. These are my personal opinions, but I really want my YouTube channel to be about educating people. So if you have used these products, please leave your opinions down below. Let other viewers know if it worked for you, what your thoughts on that sort of thing. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Until next time, bye.